Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee, and this is my channel where I like to talk about all of the things that I've been knitting over the past week. So, let's dive into it. Today is Sunday, February 4th, 2024, and I've got a few finished objects for you and some works in progress. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. So today I'm coming to you from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie, Dax. So yesterday I took Dax to get a haircut, and I will put in a picture of him, his before and after picture. He was getting a little fluffy and needed a trim, so he's got his new haircut and he is looking pretty sharp. So let's start with finished objects. I have my Christmas socks that I finished. I finished these last Monday. I did the String of Lights pattern by Lindsay of Sock Witchery, and I used a U-Knit I Dye sock set. It came with the red, and then I chose to just do the main color for the toe. So there's both of those. I wanted to make some Christmas socks for me over Christmas in December, and I knew if I did not at least start them, they would never get finished, and so I started these knowing that maybe they wouldn't get done until sometime in 2024. So that was my first finished object. My next finished object you've seen a couple of times. I finished my green socks using yarn from Zen Yarn Garden. This is their, I want to say Nightshade Fingering. It's like a marled, so this one is zebra and this one Forest Grove, I think. And so last week I was right here. I think I might have finished these on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I did that much in a couple of days. So those ones are finished. I did both of these on 9-inch circular needles, US 1 2.25 millimeter. This one is just a vanilla sock with contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. And so those ones are finished. Those are my only finished objects for this time. I have a lot of works in progress, and I caked up a bunch of yarn yesterday for new projects. I did start one, but I have some more in bags that we'll talk about at the end. So the next thing I worked on was my Musselburgh hat. It's in my tea cake make bag. This is also another Zen Yarn Garden yarn. I'm doing the Romi's Garden color. And I put on some good progress this week. I think I was right here last time, and I've knit about that much. The Musselburgh hat is just easy for me to just pick up and then just start knitting and knitting and knitting. And I can read my book, and I can watch TV, and I can just go and go and go without looking at any of the stitches because it's just stockinette in the round, and I can get a lot of progress done while I'm doing something else. So that is how far I've got on this one. I absolutely love this green color. I'm not going to keep this one. This one is going to be a gift for one of our friends. And so I'm hoping to have this done soon. I'm trying to get a little bit of progress on it, either every day or every couple of days. And so this has the cute little, I want to say alpacas. Then I've worked on another sock. I started my February Knit Picks socks, my Felici socks. I was watching Lisa of 72 Stitches, and she did a scrappy pair where she had the self-striping yarn, but for a contrast, she used a speckled yarn for heels, toes, and cuffs. So I pulled out a speckle that I thought would go well with these colors. This is a leftover ridiculous yarn that I got a couple of last summer before, and I made a pair of socks for my mom. I had 3 skeins of yarn from her, and so I made a pair for me, a pair for my daughter, and a pair for my mom. And so this was the one I used for my mom. I think it's called Crazy Tuesday? Something Tuesday. I'll put the name. And then this is the Felici. It's from the summer of 2022, and it is the Space Disco color. And so I started these Friday morning, and today is Sunday, so I've worked that much. I feel like I've got a lot of progress done on everything that I've done this week. The last couple of weeks I haven't felt that way, but I feel like I have done a lot of progress on everything that I have touched this week. So we'll see if I keep going with the contrasting speckled yarn for heels, toes, and cuffs for those Fichi socks. I am challenging myself to do 1 pair of Felici socks every month. I did one in January. I did the Poseidon ones with the Vanilla is the New Black heel, and then these are my February ones. This is a bag I got from Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. a couple summers ago. They had like a 4th of July themed sock set. I do have all of this Felici. I think those 6 over there are just some Stroll, and the rest is Felici yarn that I want to work through this year. So I'm going to be doing a pair every month for the rest of the year and see if I can work through some of that stash. The next thing is my Stria cardigan. This is a bag by Sassy Sacks by Yadi. And I have made some progress. I'm using my cute little fox ball keeper that we got in, I want to say, December Yarnable box. So I just put my cake in there because I had re-caked that one up. And I'm on my second ball of their 50 gram balls. This is the Knit Picks Stroll Tweed in the Earl Grey Heather color. Let's see. And I'm using contrast colors from Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. One of let's see, these two and these two were in a mini skein set. This one is from my row 1 minis, and then I have one more green that was, this one is a Zen Yarn Garden. It was a 50 gram, it came in a set, and I'm this far. I got a couple more rows in from last time. I was at the purple stripe last time, so I've been slowly working on it. I think I paused this one to finish my harvest cardigan for last week, and then haven't quite picked it up again because I was working on finishing my socks. So this is the Stria cardigan by Andrea Mowry. I think it's going to be so soft and squishy in the half fisherman's rib. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 more colors before I split for sleeves, and I think I have one more row and then my next color. I think I'm gonna love this. So I'll put all of this back in the bag. Got my cute little dragon stitch stoppers. So I'll be working on this week, hopefully. I have been working on my Ruska cardigan. That's got a little more work than the Stria cardigan. This is a bag that I got from one of my coworkers. She just found the pattern online, I think. Uh-oh, I lost my ball of yarn. Okay. So this one is the Ruska cardigan. I think it's by Sarah Opie, but I'm not sure. I'll put the name down here. I've split for sleeves, and I've done about that much after. I was right up here last time I showed it, so I have made some pretty good progress. Let's see. So this is the collar. So this is what I got so far. I think it's gonna fit really nicely, and I can wear it to school. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Tulsa tee by Creabea. Rebecca Clow. But I knit this summer. I used some leftover cozy comfy cotton from Lion Brand. It's a blend acrylic and cotton. It's kind of thick, but breathable and nice. We're having a very nice day today. It's in the mid-30s and the house is warm. The sun is shining, warming the house up, so I was able to wear a t-shirt today. So this one is the Rusa Cardigan. I am using Yarn Cafe Creations. This is a BFL. It's a DK BFL. I don't think she carries this DK BFL anymore, but it is in the color Minty Kiss Cocoa. I bought, I think, 10 of these 2-3 Christmases ago. She was having a sale on all of her discontinued yarn, and I wanted to try the BFL, so I got this one. I really love all of the colors in this one. So this one will get some more progress. I haven't woven in any of my ends yet. So this one's just sitting by my chair downstairs. I'm at a spot where I just knit until it's so many inches following the pattern. So you get to a stitch marker and you check and you make sure that you're doing the right stitch and just keep going. It's pretty mindless when I'm watching TV. I can't read when I'm doing it because I have to switch between knits and purls, and so I just watch TV while I'm doing this one. The next thing I worked on a little bit was my daughter's blanket. We did an advent with Yarn Cafe Creations. I ordered a bunch of her mini skein bundles. They were mystery mini skeins, and I packaged them in some cute little bags that I had, and we just put them in a box. Let's see, do I have the box right here? So she's opened most of them. I think she opened all of them. So I had these little bags, and I just put them in there, and she got to open them, and then they were all like mini skeins she was wanting to get rid of, and so she had them at a discounted price, and it was a mystery, and you just got a bag of 10. So I got 3 bags and did 30 colors, and then I just I have these bags. It goes up to 31. It was a Halloween countdown before, and so I had the extra bags, and then I just chose an extra mini skein that I thought maybe she would like, and I put them all in this little box, and she got to open some she wasn't as excited to open them every day as I was, and so she got a little behind and opened some of them after the new year. But I will show you how far I am. So I couldn't remember if I moved my progress keeper from last time. So this is the one I didn't move, and then when I picked it up a couple of days ago, I put this one in just because I couldn't remember how far I had gotten. So that's her blanket so far. It just sits by my chair and we work on it, or I work on it. When I have a couple of minutes in between projects, I think I'm going to start I think I do have a check box on my Google Keep. I like to keep all of my projects on Google Keep. I'll pull that up. So I have February's whips, January's whips, my Sweet Shop blanket, and then I have all of the other months that I've done. I have sock sizes for people that I want to make socks for, and I think I'm going to need to make a checkbox system for this blanket to check off, okay, I did day 14. Okay, I did day 15. Okay, here's day 16. And so that just kind of helps me stay motivated. So like on the Sweet Shop blanket, I'm on day 7. And then I just have, I think you're supposed to do the days twice. So I have started over, and then that helps keep me motivated to check off those boxes. Sometimes when I want to finish a project, I might go in and put dates next to when I want to have that row finished or that section finished. And so I can be like, okay, here's my goal. Okay, I met this goal. Let's move to the next one. And then that way I can stay on track with what I'm knitting or finish something in a timely manner. So I'm using all of Yarn Cafe Creations, and then I'm holding it with just a bare stellina that I got. It's called Glimmer from Knit Picks. It's just their fingering glimmer base, undyed, and so that's just in a little tote next to my chair downstairs that I work on. What I cast on yesterday is living in my Twinkle and Twilight bag. I got pretty far on it. I cast on the Vack Tee. I'll put the designer down here with the colors. I'm using some Zen Yarn Garden yarn that I got a while ago. I have infused frosted teal, Aurora, and moon purple. So I'll put in a picture of the Vack Tee so you can see what it looks like. And then this is kind of going to stripe and fade. So I got about this far yesterday. Here's the V that'll go, it's supposed to go in the back, but you can reverse it and wear it in the front. I'm almost ready to switch out to longer needles, so it's all scrunched up, but this is what I've got so far. Starts out with a tubular cast on, and then a 1x1 rib, and then you start increasing. This is like a rounded, a circular yoke pattern, and then we'll go from this color to this color to this color to this color. So I think when I bought these two came together and these two came together, and I thought these two worked pretty similar, that they would work well together. So I decided to make the Vack Tee with that, and we'll see how that one goes, and then maybe I will use my Tiltorch knits that I got this year to make a scrappy Vack, if I like the way that this one fits. Let's see. So I worked on that one. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing. Light greens and teals and purples. So that was the, oh, nope, not the last thing I worked on. I worked on my Sweet Shop blanket last Sunday, and I think I put in one or two more colors. Still connected to the Bare yarn that I'm using. So I've got, oh, that's the back side. I put on this one, and no, I finished this one. Because I think it was just these 4. So I did this one and this one and this one. So I did these 2, then went back to do this one, and then I'll do this one next. So I'm on day 7. I'm using my Canon hand-dyed succulent advent set from 2022, and I'm using the Swish DK, just the bare Swish DK. That comes in a bag like this, and it's just the hank that's ready to go on the ball winder, ready to wind up. They didn't twist it or anything. And then last Sunday, I decided to rip back my feather and fan blanket that I was making. I am using the mandala, the Lion Brand mandala yarn. I have a whole bunch of different colors, and I ripped it back. I used my ball winder to help me rip it back, and I made this huge cake. It's pretty much as big as my head. I think this is like 3 balls of that yarn, 2 or 3, and I recast on. So I'm doing the feather and fan blanket. I got it off the Yarnspirations website, I want to say the summer of 2022. And it is no longer on there, but it was a PDF that I downloaded, so it's in my good notes. And so I took a screenshot of it and put it on my Ravelry page. It is a free pattern. It's got the knit and crochet instructions, and so that's on my Ravelry page, and I'll have that linked in the description box below if you want to make the same thing. If you go to the Yarnspirations page, they have multiple blankets that are feather and fan. The stitch counts are different for each one, and so you just choose whichever one you like best. They're all free patterns, so that is easy. But I guess they're not offered all the time, so if you see one you like, download it, save it, and then you'll have it for later. But I think that is everything I have worked on in the last week. I will show you my yarn that I wound up yesterday for projects. I go through spurts where I'm like, okay, I gotta get this finished, I gotta get this done. Let's see how many whips I can get off the needles, how many things I can finish. Let's get my check boxes This is everything I worked on in January. Let's see. This is everything I took over from January into February. This is everything I finished in January. So I finished 6 items in January, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I carried over into February, and I was like, yay, I only have 7 whips. That is awesome. I'm going to get them done this month. And I knew I was going to cast on some Felici socks. And so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things that I put on my list. Some of them have not been started yet. Yesterday I thought, okay, if I don't get the yarn wound up, and I don't get them on the needles, they'll never get any progress and they won't get done. So I wound up the yarn and cast on the Vack Tee and made me 3 more project bags for 3 more projects. This bag has some, gotta find the zipper, some Till Torch Knits. This was a mystery yarn. She did some mystery grab bags this summer. I think I might have ordered 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know. I ordered some and liked the colors, so I ordered some more. So this one is Dancing on Top of Cars. This orange, it's got an orange speckle, and I'm going to do the Tan Line Joggers by the Little Wolf Knits. I'm going to start those. Then I wound up some yarn in my Fancy Boy Designs bag. I wound up some yarn I got from Pretty Twisted Yarns last summer. I think this was the splash pad color. These are going to be socks for a birthday gift. And then I wound up another fingering weight sock yarn from Sinful Yarns. This one is the Tropical Sunset color, and this is going to be socks also. This one I'm going to do Morning Coffee Socks by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady, and this one is going to be the Magic Heel Socks by Autumn Acorn. So we'll get those started sometime this week and hopefully get some progress on them. I received one thing in the mail this week that was yarn related. I got my my row 1 yarn, my minis for this month. Passion Yarns. And it came with this cute little progress keeper that says love and some confetti, a Charms vanilla cupcake sucker, and all of these beautiful colors. So that was the mail I got this week. I haven't got my Yarnable yet. It should be here tomorrow or the next day, and so I will have that. I think that is everything that I wanted to share with you or talk about with you. I do have some ideas for some scrappy projects coming up in the future. I want to work through some of my scrap yarn, but I have a lot of projects that I also want to get on the needles and work on. I have this yarn that I want to work with. I have this yarn that I want to work with. This yarn. I have two sweater quantities that I want to make some pullovers with, and then these two on the bottom are for a Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. And then I have these two that are sweater quantities of fingering weight yarn, and then I have two up here. Let's see, that one right there is for another cardigan. So I have a lot of things that I really would like to make. I just have to get them on the needles and work through some of them. So we'll see how much progress I get over the week, and I will see you back next weekend. Until then, happy knitting!